Well, good morning. It's a gorgeous day here. The sun is coming up, and I am super excited to be doing this color along for Bethany Rose 6294. I had to write your name down so I could remember the 6294. Anyway, so yesterday I did a flip through for Bethany Rose, sorry. She has been wanting to know, or is wanting to know, if she wanted to buy this book or not. Not pushing you to buy it, but just giving you a little bit of information. This is stuff that would have been helpful for me back in the day when I was getting started. I hope that you're finding this helpful too, and anybody else that's with us. So her set that she has is Faber Castell. I have never really colored with Faber Castell. I have done the swatching, and so I am going to try to learn how to use these today. So go gentle on me. And for everybody yesterday, I'm such a bad Nixie. I called the jellyfish octopuses. I don't know why I did that. Oh my gosh. So good catch, all of you people out there in the internet that caught that I said that they were octopuses when they're jellyfish. That was shame on me. So anyway, thank you guys so much for catching that. Oh, me, and the stupid things that I do, I tell you. Oh, I guess we're not supposed to use the word stupid, are we? Me and the silly things that I say. How about that? Okay, so I've got my color swatches. We've got the book. I went through last night and was looking to see a page that I could possibly do. Again, because, this is going to be something new for me. Sorry, I'm going to move you guys forward just a bit. Okay. Oh, hit my poor little lamp and everything. My desk is so crowded right now. So I thought I would pick this. And the reason being is this would be something easy for me to do as far as trying to learn these pencils. And then hopefully this would be a page that Bethany Rose might like. If not, if this isn't your, this isn't your page, maybe this is not even your book. I don't know. But at any rate, we'll go and we'll have some fun. So I thought what I would do is I am going to go from the inside out. Normally I start from the top down, but I thought, oh, let's try to do this because the tiny is sometimes better. So what we have in here is we've got the flame, which that's kind of cool. Like it is the flame, like it's the light coming from there. And then back behind it, it just looks like it's seeded glass. So I'm like, oh, that's going to be kind of fun and interesting to do. Now I'm seeing that it's nighttime. So I'm like, okay, kind of confused. So I thought what I would do is I would do kind of the browns and the oranges along here, and then do the yellows, oranges kind of glowing out. But inside here would be more of the nighttime. So with that in mind, that's what we're going to attempt to start today. So I thought I would start with the sky in here first. Purples and pinks are her favorite. So that's why I'm thinking maybe going with more of a night purpley blue sky. She does color a lot with blue. Those are easy colors. Yes, I agree. But maybe we'll get into the purples a bit. That aquamarine is really nice because it has a lot of deep purples. So maybe we'll start with that first. And then, okay, we've got Deaf Blue. Or Delph, sorry. Can't even use my words properly. Calling octopuses or calling jellyfishes octopuses. Okay, you know what? And because my understanding is these don't blend. They're more of a layering pencil. So I'm like, woo, I don't know if I want to go that far on the spectrum of things, but you know what? It's just paper and we're going to have a good time. So I'm going to pull the aquamarine, which is the 120. Let's see if I can find that. So like I said, when I do these, I'm not going to edit them heavily. I hope that's okay. You guys can put me on 2x speed. But for some people, seeing the whole process unedited, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and everything in between is helpful, so that you see the actual reality of what this is all about. When I get my editing down better. Okay, so we've got your aquamarine. When I get my editing down better, maybe I'll do that and speed it along. So we've got the aquamarine, and let's see. Okay, so the 138, which is violet. Let's see. Nope, that's not violet. Anyway, so hopefully you guys are going to have a good day. Our day is starting off really well. So hopefully you see that. It is violet 138. And if it's a layering, maybe I better keep it close. 143 cobalt. Wow, these are really hard to read. Or is it just me because I'm old? I don't know. Like, man, that is like really hard. 143. Okay, so 143 cobalt. I don't know if you can see that. 138 cobalt. Okay, I'll try to drop those in the link. Okay, so we're kind of going with that. So that's what we're going to start with. I'll put that off to the side. And you know what? I did not bring my normal swatchy poos in. So we are going to start with, oh, I guess we're going to use a glitter pen today. All right. This is typically how it goes for me. So we're going to do 143 and 120 and 138. Perfect. Okay, that glitter pen works well kind of for writing. So 138. So I'm just going to sketch that out, or not sketch it out, but swatch it out a little bit. For a lot, if you didn't see yesterday's video, you may want to go in there. I'll pop it in at the very end so you can take a look at it if you want. This set of pencils, I think I like them, but I'm not 100% sure. The other set seemed to be smoother or something like that. Okay, so I want to try this out just real quick because I want to make sure, like, again, am I over my skis, as I always say? And they could be snow skis or water skis. It's totally fine with me. Let's see. How do these work? Okay. They're definitely not smushies. But you know what? That's okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of nice. Wow, you have to really color a lot with you got to really color a lot with these. But that's okay. We'll just have some fun with those. Okay. All right, interesting. Let's see, is this my 120? No, this is my 120. Okay. I know all you out there that color with these, you're just like, please be nice to me. You're like, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, I know. Okay. All right. Okay, well, we're going to run with this. Huh. I gotta be honest. Okay. Just because I color with Prisma doesn't mean that's the way it has to be. But I'm almost wondering if I need to go the 120 first. Okay, go 120 first. And then go the 143. Is that the way you do it? Oh my gosh, you guys. The most boring coloring channel out there. It's coming to you today. Okay. And then I think it was Chrissy had said, Coloring with Claire, I think you said, has a good snow color or snow tutorial. So I'm going to have to go in there and watch that and see if I can get my snow on. Okay. Wow, well, this is going to be this is going to be super interesting. Oh, this is going to be interesting, that's for sure. Let me see. Wow. Okay. There's definitely a skill to these, and I do not possess them. But with that being said, we all have to start somewhere. And for me today, my somewhere or sometime is right now. And we can't be afraid of our pencils. We can't. We just have to go with it and have a good time. Okay, so, all right, I think I'm going to stick with the 143, the 120, and the 138. So we're going to go with that. I'll put those up here. And let's go. Let's get started. Let's do this deep dive. And here we go. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging in there while I do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here. There we go. Okay, so I really don't know what to talk about today. You're probably going to hear my heater kicking off. I found out that's what my mic has been picking up in the background is the heater. I didn't realize the heater was so loud, or the mic was just so good at picking this up. Today, what do I have on my agenda today? Oh, I have such a full day. I have a doctor's appointment, fingers crossed. Then I have a hair appointment because I'm looking like a ragamuffin and I need to have that taken care of. And then when I get back, oh, you have to do a little grocery shopping, just the fun things in life, all the things that everybody's bored with. I have such an exciting life. Let's see. And then after that, it should be slightly warmy-ish enough that I'm not going to do a huge cleanup in the yard just because I know that there are still some things that are hibernating and things that are living and doing their things. So I don't want to clean up too early, but I'll do just like a little general cleanup, move some plants around. Yesterday I was in the yard big time, and the day before I was in there doing some good cleanups. Okay, so the next color is our 120. All right, let's see how this goes. I'm trying to go more round, but sometimes I color back and forth. But I think if you're going to do layering, I could see where maybe round would work better. Okay, I can see where these are very smooth pencils. They don't have a drag on them. And maybe, is that the difference? I mean, I know every pencil has oil, every pencil has wax. Some have more, some have less. I get that. But I wonder if oilier based pencils, if they are the ones that maybe the oil is what glides better, and the wax, just by the nature of wax, it just kind of drags a little. I mean, when we would put wax on the boards, it sure helped you get over the water faster, but putting them on the board did drag a bit. So I wonder if it still has that same, thing. I did have somebody email me. They wanted to know if I still surf, and no, I don't. I am too old of a Nixie to be surfing anymore, though. Oh, and I don't live by the ocean anymore. If I were to live by the ocean, oh, I would sure want to. I don't know if my health deduction or if my deductible covers Nixie doing stupid stuff. But I gotta be honest, if it was a good day and the waves were just right, and I was feeling good, and the doctor was like, yeah, I'd be like, you know, I miss it. I mean, to be young again and to be a kid again, oh, wouldn't it? Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do life all over again. I enjoy my life. I have a good life. I've had a great life. I have a good life. My life has had bumps along the way, but by and large, I've had a really, really great run in life, and I look forward to the rest of my runs. Still snow ski when I get to when I can, like when I get to the frozen, the frozen parts of life. Uh, I can do that. Love snowmobiling, love snow skiing, love surfing, love waterboarding. Again, if it's water, I'll do it. Okay, maybe not the best, but like, oh dear, I got my other page. Sorry, I think we're like 15 minutes in and this is all I've got accomplished. Let me see if I can speed it up just a little bit. Okay. Well, okay, I think I might end up liking these pencils. It's just going to take a little bit. All right, and then this one is the 138 Violet. And then, like I said, I'll put it in the pinned area. And if my editing software is working, i.e. me, I will also try to put it across the bottom so that you'll have it there also. Somebody had brought up, they're like, if you made little cards, like little teeny cards and put them, I was like, oh, that's a good idea. But I just didn't have time to do that today. But I guess let me know if you're still watching the most boringest color along, which hopefully it's not boring to you guys. Let me know in the comment, what do you like? Do you like showing it like on a card? Do you want it across the bottom? Do you want it in the comment section? Like, where's the best place to leave colors in a color along? Okay, so I don't know if this is the best blendy job out there or not. But for the first time out the gate, I'm going to pat myself on the back. Oh, the silliness of myself when I talk to myself. Do any of you talk to yourself during the day? Catch yourself talking to yourself? I talk to myself all the time. I crack myself up. Okay. It's kind of weird. I'm having a hard time. There we go. That's what I needed. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I was having a hard time. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, well that wasn't so bad. I'm going to just go a little bit dark. Just kind of outline it a little bit. Oh, I forgot they don't smush. Okay, got to remember they don't smush. So you got to pull up a little bit. There we go. It's just a different style. It's a different technique. But I can definitely see why people are drawn to these pencils. And it's really hard because, I mean, I feel sorry for Faber Castell. Like, let's see, how long have they been around? Like, what is it? 17. What does it say? They've been around since, 1761. They've been around a day short of forever. And we try to make them pencils for the coloring world when really these are just artist grade pencils. I'm like, Faber Castell, do they look at us and think, wow, we've been doing this since 1761. Artist grade pencils. A lot of artists, famous artists, use these pencils, and here you guys are in your coloring books. And I think, yeah, absolutely. I want to enjoy my coloring time for sure. Okay, not bad. I have to say, that's not bad. Okay, I like that. Okay, so we've got the sky. I'm going to put those over here to the side because just in case I need those back. Then we've got the moon. And the moon I'm going to need to do in gray. So I'm going to slide this tray over here so I have access to 3 trays is always hard to navigate through. All right, so I've kind of messed up my color chart. So, ooh, those could be good colors there. Doesn't have to be real. This is my world. It can be any world I want. Brittany Rose, pick any color you want. You don't have to pick my colors at all. I'm picking some crazy colors right now. Yeah, you know what? I want that. I don't know why I want that, but I want that. Okay, I don't know if those go together, but today I'm going to make them go together. So burnt carmine is 193. Oh, well, that was compulsory. It was over in that one. Okay, so we've got 193 burnt carmine, and we have beige red 132. So I will skip through that part because, boy, that was not fun. It's only 2 colors, so I don't feel like I need to sketch those out. Let's see, because they don't blend, what's the best way? So I don't know, so I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to follow the little lines just to kind of give me but this is the reason why sometimes it takes me forever to get a page done, unless I pick like a color combination. This is why it takes me forever to do a page. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, definitely they don't blend, but they do a little bit. And I know it isn't just necessarily the layering. There's a little, nothing like Prisma, but there is a little bit of a smushies to it. Okay, that wasn't bad. Okay, you know what? Thank you, Brittany Rose. I've been wanting to get out and try these, and I was literally like too afraid to do that. So thank you for pulling me out of my shell. I appreciate that. Okay, so then we're going to do kind of the mountains, kind of the deeper, let's see. Okay, we're back. Whew, that was difficult. Now, I will say, I guess when you've been with pencils for a while, you learn how they're a little better off, but wow, these pencils, in my opinion, they are very difficult for me to read. And so I'm going to have to do a better number system. So at any rate, so we're back, and I will do these numbers super quick. And I'm not going to use that pen again. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. That was like, I promised I would never jump like that, but that was just too long and too boring. Okay, so we've got 252. Ooh, okay. 176. 280, 169, 263, and 193. Okay, so I want to double check. 252, 176, 280, 169, Perfect. Okay, I don't know what this is going to turn out like. It could be just a big old mess. We're going to find out right now. 252. Oh, that's a terrible pencil. That's terrible. That's the worst pencil ever. I guess that's the reason why people don't like metallics, huh? I'm now learning. 176. Okay, that worked nicely. 280. Okay. 169. I may cut this out also. Okay, interesting. I'm going to sharpen this copper one. Hopefully it takes a little, see if this pencil's any better. Wow. That's a horrible pencil. I'm sorry, Faber Castell, but that's a terrible pencil. Yes, I'm going to be in agreement with people. Get rid of your metallics. I don't think, though it did work a little better. Okay, so we're going to go with that. Sorry about that, and let's get started. Even though this is a horrible pencil, I'm going to try it on this. Okay. I kind of wanted that bright color. Let's see if that'll give us a bright color. Oh, the sun's coming up. I bet you guys are getting shadows on my book, huh? Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so I will say you can kind of color faster with Prismas. Or, well, that's probably not that's not a fair assessment. That's probably not fair for me to say. I feel like I can color faster with Prisma, but the only reason is because that's what I've been using. So that's not really a fair assessment. Okay, this pencil is getting better. Maybe it was just getting that first initial off. So sometimes, yeah, just maybe getting that first base off. It's definitely not as bad. It's not as bad as that first one. I wonder why the pencil companies put everything in metallic print. Like, I guess it's because it makes it look pretty, but boy, is that really tough to see. Tough to read. Okay, and then I'm going to do this up here. Hopefully you can see that okay. It's kind of hard. I'm twisted kind of funny, so hopefully you can see that. Okay. I don't know if it's really shiny, but I kind of wanted there to be shiny bits there. Okay, so that works. And what I want to do is I just want to touch the tips. So years and years ago, we lived up in the mountains. And at night it was really pretty when it was kind of a casty night. And the mountains kind of had snow on them, but it was like a night like this where it was just like more goldeny, warmer colors instead of those cool colors of winter. Like I said, sometimes what I read in my head and what comes out on paper can be two totally different things. Okay, perfect. And then let's see, I'm going to go I'm going to do the 263. So 263, the last one was 252. So this is 263. And I'm just going to go right here, kind of in the crest of the mountain. So in the chat, if you guys leave a message, let's see, we'll have to pick. If you live in an area that's more sunny and warm, put like a little sun emoji. But if you live in an area where perhaps it's more snowy, put the little snowflake. I'd be curious to know, do most of you live where it's warm, or do most of you, I mean, I know there's summer and winter, but are you mostly sun or are you mostly snow? We are all sun. Very seldom. Sorry that the sun is coming through. Okay, and then I'm going to take 193 and I'm going to fill in a little bit above where it was kind of dark, where I put the darker lines. Okay, not too much, just a little. I know this is kind of a crazy combination for mountains, but I don't dig browns so much, or at least I can't get browns to look good, so. Okay. Okay, so I'm just kind of going lightly in circles on either side of where it went dark. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the copper. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to go just a little bit there. Okay, just those little teeny tips. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. All right, and then I am going to take the 280 and I'm just going to kind of outline where the trees are. Oops, I got a little bit on the tree, but that's okay. So all I'm doing is just outlining where the trees hit the mountain. And then kind of twist your pencils every once in a while if you want to keep the sharpest part going. If you're not concerned about that and you're like, no, I'm just going to sharpen, that's fine too. Sometimes I get going and I forget to twist my pencil and then I'm like, oh, now I got to sharpen. Okay, so I'm just going to go up where it was light or where the pinky colors were. Just going to pull that up a little bit. Just kind of shadow Okay. I still, I can see why I really can see why people love these pencils. There is definitely a little bit of a learning curve, but I can see that these would, if I can get the skill set down, these would definitely become probably right up there with some of my most favorites. They are super strong. I mean, I've pushed down on these pretty hard, and I would never push that hard on a Prisma. That would just shatter and break. Last night when I was coloring, my mineral orange in Prisma just was, I was getting so frustrated. I was going to toss it out the door. Okay, so Van Dyke Brown, 178, I think. No, 176, pardon me. And this, I'm just going to go very lightly, or attempt to go very lightly. Just to kind of knock down the white, but I do want to read a little bit of white. Now inside the crevice, I'm going to push down, or the ravine, whichever, I don't know, whatever you call it. Okay, and then just lightly on top, and not a lot, but just a little harder down below. Okay. Okay, that's not horrible. It is hard to kind of color in the shadows. All right, perfect. Okay, how am I doing on time? Let me look at my time real quick. Oh, I only got just a little bit more. You know what I'm gonna do? So here on this, kind of hit that metal. Sorry about the shadows, guys. But it's going to be such a glorious day today. The sun is going to be shining, and who can complain about that? All right. All right, and then how do I want to do this? This is going to be tricky. Pardon me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, so this one is what is this one? 169. I'm not going to drag it all the way through the copper, but just a little bit to the copper. I don't know if it'll show up. I don't want it to look rusty, but I do want it to feel like there's weathering on it, I guess would be the better. Okay. And then I think I'm going to take 263 and just in the darkest shaded area, push down pretty hard, line that one. And then just where the lines are, sorry, I think I hit my camera. Just where the lines are, I'm going to do that. Oh, I forgot about up there. Oh dear. Okay, back to the 169. I hope you guys can see this. I'm so sorry. The shadowing is horrible. I feel so bad. Maybe tomorrow's video will be a little better. Okay. The 263, just in the darkest. Just in the darkest area only. Okay. I'm gonna, and then I do think I'm gonna take the copper. Is that copper 252? I'm gonna try to do this so maybe you can see it a little better. And I'm just kind of doing big circles, more like ovals. When I get closer, I'll do little ones, but through here I'll do kind of big ovals. Just to kind of bring that through. Okay. Wow. Okay, these pencils, they're very nice. But yeah, my skill set, I'll have to work on this, guys. You guys have been so patient. If you are still here, I thank you so much. I hope that your day is a glorious day. Whatever it is that you are doing today, may it be your very best day. If you have a rough day, I hope that your tomorrow is a better day. And until next time, wishing you sharp pencils, juicy and bright markers, and remember, it's just paper and we just want to enjoy our coloring time. Thank you guys again for being here and have a great one. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're back. And for the little trees, I'm going to do I think it's 267, 165, and the 168. They're super tiny, so it should not hopefully be too difficult. Let me see if I can get this into the sunlight. I hope you guys can see this. I'm so sorry about being in the shade. I wonder if I were to go close that, if that would work better. And okay, I shut that. Hopefully that does better. And I don't know if that's, oh, I guess when you do go over it a second time, it'll darken out a little bit. Okay, well, super quick. Let's get going with this. And we're going to start with our 267. And let's see. I'm going to do just those little dip parts. You guys will have to let me know on the parts where I'm not talking. Would you rather it be silent the way that I'm doing it, or would you rather have music? Let's see. Okay. I'm a good talker, but I don't know if I can talk all the way through each of them. Okay, that's good. You know what? I may only need 2 for this. These are really tiny trees. Oh, sorry. This is the 168. I don't know if you can read that, 168. I'm just kind of not really pushing too hard on that. Now where the brown is, I might push a little harder just to kind of push that brown back. And just doing small little circles in and around. Like on the long runs, I might push down, but for all intents and purposes, just doing little rounds. I really thought it would be hard to color with these as far as time constraint, as far as like having to layer and layer and layer, but they're actually not bad. I mean, like I keep saying over and over again, I can see why everybody chooses these. These are I am learning to love them. First time out the gate. And I guess you guys are putting a lot in chat. I'm asking a lot of you today. I'm asking a lot of you today. So what is your favorite pencil? Like, what's the pencil you love to color with? I would be curious to know. It seems like Prismacolor, Faber Castell. I hear a lot of Arteza. I think I'm saying Arteza. I don't have those. I'm curious just to know, like, what is everybody's favorite pencil? And I know, like, picking your favorite pencil is like picking your favorite kid. You know, even though I picked 3 colors, I only did the 267 and the 168. I'm not worried about the other one because the flames are going to kind of come up, so I'm good with that. Okay, so we got that off to the side. What else could we do real quick? I guess we'll do that one real quick. This time I'm not going to go from the swatch sheet. I'm going to go straight from my K or from the tin. And I'm going to pick, that red looks good, this orange looks good, and this yellow looks good. So let's see what we've got. We've got 108, 118, and 217. Oh, wow, we almost had 8, 8, and 8. I wonder if the other one had an 8. Okay, so which way should I go first? I think I'm just going to kind of go the yellow a little bit. Oh, that's a nice yellow. That's not bad. I'm just doing it. I'm not worried about it. I'm just kind of, I guess, throwing it down, putting it down, seeing where it goes. Okay, I guess that's a little bit of a flame. That's a flame. Okay, I guess that's all flames. Gonna put that down. Then the orange is the 118. And let's see, we'll kind of follow that up just a little bit. Just kind of, those are very bright colors, and I like bright colors, but I might mute those down. I don't know, we'll see. And we'll do that one. Yeah, we'll do this one too. Okay. I will say pigments on these are really fantastic. Like, and the blending can happen inside the pencil, so that's kind of nice. They blend, not smushy blend, but they do blend a little bit. And I can see why artists would love these. Oh, you know what? Kind of missed one right there. Okay, I think, well, it still did okay. Probably the light to dark is probably better on these pencils. Well, I guess it depends also on the look that you're going for. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think that one's a flame also. Isn't that weird how sometimes, I don't know, I miss things occasionally. You know what, let me do this. I'm going to blend that into the trees a little bit. I do like that they're not so totally opaque that you can do at least a swipe or two. And it still picks up the green, but it has a little bit of yellow. And I can see where that's a plus. With Prisma, if you put it down, it's down and it kind of covers over the other color. Unless you go really light-handed. Whoops. Okay, so we're back to the orange. So, Prisma, I think, lets you get away with more, skill set wise. Okay. All right. And then let me check time. Let me see how I'm looking. Okay, I got just a little bit more. So for the logs, I'm going to want those to be as dark as I possibly can. Well, not super dark. So let me see if I can go straight off and look at just the pencils itself. Walnut Brown 177. So I was just going off the lead, not the color, but off the lead. So far I've kind of noticed their leads seem to be pretty close. Like what you see is probably what you're going to get, which is very nice. But I guess, being a professional grade set of pencils, you would have a better chance that they would be that way. This is amazing. On some of these, I am pushing pretty hard and it's not snapped. Holds its lead sharp. I mean, if you twist it, it really will hold the lead or give you a sharper lead. Okay. Okay, so that was 177 walnut or walnut something. What was that? Walnut brown. Okay, and then I am going to take black. That's got to be black. Yeah, so 199. And very lightly, because wow, that's got some strong pigment in it. Very lightly, I'm just going over it because I really do want these logs to be dark. I don't want them to be as light as the lantern and the mountains. I should have put a little bit of green in there. That way they could have been the blackjack. Blackjack, they burn so nicely. It smells good too when it burns. Okay, so go a little bit. Now I'm going to go just a little down, not a lot, but just a little bit more pressure. Kind of doing just like a fast outline. straight up the top. Darken that just a bit right there. Darken that just a bit. Okay. Okay, so this is just a fast color. If I were gonna, oh man, that wasn't anywhere on there. Oh, this is a terrible color along. This may not even get posted, all of it. So hopefully, oh, yeah, I bet you guys didn't even see that. So sorry. So should I reenact it? It was the walnut brown, and I did this. I outlined it. I outlined it all like that. Oh, it's not bad to go over it again anyway. So where all the little lines for the wood are. Sorry about that. Sorry, I will skip over what I just did. Okay, do that. Do all the lines, then go in with black. Go in with the black. Very lightly go over everything. A little bit darker, like a little bit darker here. Going up, just kind of another layer it. A little bit over here, but the rest of it, just a very light, just enough to put it down. And then I think I'm going to kind of bring a little bit of red in this. So this will be 283 burnt sienna. And just kind of where the knot of the wood is, kind of color that in a little bit rougher, a little bit more. So just kind of where you would see like the knots. A little bit of the knot of the wood. Then very lightly, I'm just going to go back over the rest of it, just ever so. I just want it to have a hint of this color, but where the knots are, I wanted it to have more of that. Now in here, where it'd be a little bit more red, where the fire flame, I'm going to go ahead and just make that darker to kind of tie into the red. I am going to very lightly take this over it just to bring down the brightness. It is pretty bright, and I don't know if I want it to be such a cheery color. Trust me, I love my cheery colors, but just knock that down a little bit in that color. Just a little bit, and then go back in, right in here. Okay. And I think, I mean, I could definitely go in and play around some more, but we'll be good there. And then really quick, I'm going to take the 217 and I'm just going to do these coals really quickly. Kind of the flamey coals. Do those like that. Kind of come up in here. Kind of going over those just a little bit more with the red. in here with the red. Okay. Okay, perfect. And let's see, what else do I want to put down real quick? I'm looking to see, I don't know if this is too pink or not. Which one's this one? Dark red 225. Well, let's see. Let's see if it lives up to its, yeah, that's a good little color. Go around it, go over the tops. Give two different colors of red. And then over here, I'm going to go very light, a little deeper over here. And then I'm going to bring in the orange right here. Just like over here a little bit. And then I'm going to bring in the yellow. But you know what? I'm going to pick a different yellow. This could be, we'll see. This is the dark chrome yellow 109. Oh, that's a good yellow. Okay. Go over just a little bit more. And I may just smush, not smushing it, but just kind of going over it, just to kind of give it a good layered effect. Okay. Well, guys, outside of some of the hardships that we had with the sun, picking colors, and me being off camera, here's where we're at today. Sorry that I am going to have to edit some of this out so that you guys can see it. I still don't know if you guys can even see this or not because the way my camera is set up. So at any rate, I guess I'm going to have to move things around on my desk more so I can see what you guys see. But at any rate, until next time, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys again. Bye-bye. All right, we're going to round the corner on this. We're going to finish this out. And then hopefully I can get this posted. I don't know if it's going to be posted today or not, but it's been a good day. Good day. All right. So what I want to do is, oh, and then I realized I missed a little spot here. So I'm going to quickly go through with the yellow 108. I'm going to do that real quick. And then back to the 118. I'm going to do 108 just a little further out. Okay. And then the dark red 225. Okay, perfect. So I think I have all the little flames. Am I missing any? I don't think I am. Okay, so I think I'm good there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 109 and I'm going to just go out very lightly. This is just super light. And I'm going to not hit the little, I'm not going to color the little dots. And I'm going to try not to color past these dots or these lines. And the reason being is that's where I'm going to make the glass or attempt to make it look like glass. Hopefully that makes sense. And let's see, where is my colored pencil or my sharpener? Ooh, and you know what? I don't have it with me. I'll have to show it tomorrow. Between my break between my two appointments today, I stopped in and I found a really cool pencil sharpener. It was just awesome, or I hope it's going to be awesome. Okay, So just ever so lightly with this. This again is 109. 109. Okay, up. I don't know if this is going to show up. I hope it does, but it's very light. And let's see. Yeah, kind of about there. Okay. And you know what? If you happen to go over the little dots, I don't think it's not that big a deal. Nothing is that big a nothing's that big a deal in coloring. Again, we're just here to have a good time and have fun. Okay. And then yeah, I'm gonna go a little darker right here. I'm gonna go just a titch bit darker here just to kind of give it more of a little bit of flame. Do the big old flamage. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I think that's good. Then what I'm going to do is, I hope this works. I'm going to take the copper, which was, what was it, 252. So take 252 and ever so slightly, just slightly around the flames a little bit and out around the side or around the outline just a little bit. Okay, all right. All I'm trying to do is give a little differential and try to give, if I can, give some shadow. But I want it, like if the light hits it, I do want it to, I suppose, shimmer. I hope that makes sense. In Prisma, I do like to use the copper in that one as a shadow, you know, to help with shadowing, especially when they're warm shadows. If they're cool shadows, then I like to use the silver metallic. And I know metallics are not everybody's favorites, and I get it. But I do think that they offer value in the set. This morning I was a little snarky about it. I shouldn't have been that snarky. So far I've been enjoying it. Once it kind of released, it did better. So I don't know if that's coming through on the camera or not. It shouldn't be coming over like wham, but it should be just a very soft, subtle, muted, dusty, kind of dirty, shadowy look. Ashy, I guess, is a better. I don't know if that's coming through, but that in person, it does a better job with that. Okay, perfect. Then I do think I'm going to take 108 again. 108 and kind of on the outside of the flame or the light, kind of do that. And this may be a little too much. I usually like it to be a little lighter, but I think it's okay. Then I'm just going to go up. And here I'm just going to go very, very light. I want to use the white to kind of play with this yellow a little better. And I'm sure you can tell I am not a realistic, not a realistic colorist. I'm a barely a kid colorist. Okay, so just like that, that's all that I want to do. Now what I want to do is to try to give a little bit of a glass part. So where I'm seeing the lines, and then you've got the lines up here, I want to use, I know which ones to use in Prisma, so I think this one looks, okay, so this is 154. So to try to go fast, I've been trying not to go so much towards my swatches. Oh no, did I lose a swatch? I lost some of my swatches. That's going to be horrible. That's a fate worse than death. Oh no, there it is. Okay, that's not bad. I'll work with it. So what I'm going to do here, hopefully this is in, I am going to try to go down just a little bit. Oh, I am down. Okay, never mind. All right, so I'm going to just, ooh, that may have been a little too dark, but that's okay. I can fix it. Okay, so where the lines are, you can see I'm just kind of going over the lines right now. And I know this looks really bright right now, but I will go over this to kind of bring it down a notch. But wanted to just get this. Okay, so for me, where that's right there, and then see where there's that break. I need to get a better pointer. That's not a very pointy pointer. Let's see. Okay, I'll use this yellow. Okay, see where this line breaks right here, and then there's a break in that line? I'm going to stop coloring right there. So that, hopefully that makes sense. Then I'll pick it up again from here to here. And then from here, okay, so I'll go right here. Now I'm just going to go down on the line, and I might just go a little closer, make this a thicker line. So coloring kind of thicker where the artist has given us the prompt to go from here, kind of giving a little extra light. Well, I shouldn't say light, but just a break, a shadow. Then I'm going to go like this. And then right here. So hopefully this makes sense, like when you're seeing this. Okay, so we're going to keep going that way. We're going to go here. I hope that makes sense to you guys. This is going to be hard because I'm going to just go really... And when you have a sharp pencil, it definitely makes this a lot easier. I do know that on these more expensive pencils, we all like go, no, I don't want to sharpen it so much. But sometimes, oh, I guess, okay, that didn't take much to get it sharp. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Pardon me. Okay, so close, as close to the lantern, and then a little bit thick here, a little bit thick here, a little bit thick there, and then thick here, but a line there. I don't think you have to be that perfect, but just so you know, that's how I would color it. Well, it's not just how I color it, it's how I'm coloring it. Okay, and then like this. So see, this one's over here, so it's not as close, but I am going to go ahead and go, but I might do it a little lighter, a little softer, not so harsh. Okay. Okay. Okay, but I'm going to do the line. This. All right, and then do the lines. If you can, try to remember to twist your pencil. It's not detrimental. That's what your pencil sharpener is there for, just in case. But it does help. But when you're just getting started, don't worry about it. The pencil sharpener is your friend. And it doesn't matter if you have to sharpen your pencil 100 million times. You just learn what you can learn when you can learn it. Now, sometimes when you don't have open stock pencils, yeah, it can get a little bit hairy, but remember, it's coloring time. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. Okay, so hopefully that kind of makes sense. Now I'm going to come up here a little bit and just very lightly. Now, heavy-handedness. So like when I want to be heavy-handed, I will hold further down here. When I want to be a little bit lighter-handed, I'll scooch back in the pencil. But it also helps so you can see. I am ever so lightly, a little bit down and then very close and then down. It almost has that greenish effect. Why? Because it's blue, even though this is a lighter blue, it's blue with that kind of yellow. So I don't want to go too hard because I don't want it to be green. I still want it to read blue. I hope that makes sense. But I go up close and then come down. And then this one I will come in, twist, down, twist my pencil a little bit as I go, come down. Okay. And then now I'm going to go really lightly. I'm going to go past this line, but just like ever so slight, because I want to draw that line down just a little bit, just to help in the shadowing. Okay, so you can kind of just very, very lightly see it. I'm going to hit this again. Small little circles kind of help. See, there's a break right there, so I will hit that a little harder there. Even though it goes up there, I still will follow it on all sides. It just helps with the shadowing. Okay. Try to help give it more of a glass-like look. Okay. Now, this is where it's going to be in between all these spaces, lightly, very, very lightly, because I don't want it to be white, but I don't want it to be this dark. I'm just going to go very lightly. I just want to knock down that white to where your eye may read it as white, but it's not going to read it as white. But I don't want it to read as blue either, or turquoise, whatever color this is. So just very lightly, just enough to where your eye can't tell the difference. So if you look at it, your eye isn't really reading this as white, but it's not reading again. All that does is it gives the illusion of shadowing. Or at least I hope it gives the illusion of shadow. Now, when you get better at coloring, and I'm not there yet, you'll get better. Well, you'll go dark and then you'll like lighten up and then you'll go dark again. I'm not that good. I get sidetracked very easily. And so I do it this way, so hopefully I don't mess up. Now, if you do happen to mess up, it's no problem. Get your eraser and erase back. And that will work just as well. And sometimes it works even better. So don't worry, don't fret about it. If you get too much color down, not a problem. Take your eraser and erase right there, and it'll be brilliant. Okay. There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, that's perfect. Then what I'm going to do is, I don't have the pencils I want, but that's okay. We'll work with what we've got. Okay, so in here, the little dots, I am going to use, sorry for my reach. Where? Oh, there it is. So this is this is a Uniball Signo. I just got these a couple of weeks ago, and this is a metallic violet. And what I'm going to do is, hopefully you can see this, I am just going to go in here and I'm just going to put a little dot on each one of these because I want my stars to pick up the purple. And I mean, you could do silver, you could do gold, you could do clear, you could do yellow. or gold. That would, like a shiny gold. Okay, perfect. I like that. And then I like, this one is the Sparkle Pop. Comes in a set, or you can buy just the silver one, silver and gold. And I am going to just do that right there. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Then I'm going to take, now this is, oh, I don't, oh, there it is. Okay. I always, pardon me, these are my two. So flares are my next favorite and Sparkle Pops are my next favorite. So what I'm going to do for down here, I'm going to take the flare and I'm going to do just a couple of these. These colors are so close together. I don't know if it makes that big of a difference, but for some reason in my brain, I feel like, ooh, I'm being so fancy schmancy. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then the rest of these, I'm going to do with the Sparkle Pop. And I know it seems weird, you know, I colored those in and then I do this, but it does give a depth of color. Now, this is not something you have to do. This is just like putting little earrings on. For some reason, this one just seems to have a little bit more red to it. This one has a little bit more yellow to it, in my opinion. And then I'm going to take my gold. Oh, no. Oh, let's see if my gold has enough gold. Okay, I still have enough gold. Okay. So now always when you're going to work with, I really should not have started there. So I got to make sure I keep my hand out of the cookie jar. And just do little pops. Okay. Perfect. Now, to be honest with you, tomorrow when I go to look at this again, there's a good chance I'll probably, and you know what? I think I'm going to do it right now. Okay, let's see. In Prisma, I would want the French. So let me see, what would be a warm, okay, yeah, so I'll do a warm gray. Okay, so I'm going to take this warm gray, yeah, warm gray for 273. Very lightly, very, very lightly, because you do not want to mess this part up. I'm going to tone down this just a little bit. It's kind of like using the copper, but I am going to, and then right in here, I'm going to really shadow this down to where it still looks blue. And this is where these pencils are really nice, because with Prisma, this color would blend and it would be, let's see, what would it be? Gray. It'd be a dirty green. It'd be like a dirty green. That's what it would be. But these, because they layer so nicely, that's really kind of nice because you can still see the blue and the yellow, but it's just not as bright. And you don't want it to be this bright because it's down by the fire. Okay, and then very quick, just a little bit, but more by where the lines are. Try to steer clear because you still want that clear glassish. I mean, obviously this doesn't look like glass. I mean, but hopefully you get what I mean. Okay. Okay, and then do this. Well, I hope you guys have liked this so far. I know this is a really long video. But again, Brittany Rose, I wanted, oh, I kind of messed up there. That was a little heavy-handed. But you know what, that's okay. I'm just going to blend it down. There you go. Blend it down or get an eraser. But anyway, Brittany Rose, I hope this helps you a little bit more. This was good. This was really good for me. And I really kind of feel bad because sometimes I feel like I'm getting more out of this than you guys are getting, and I feel so bad. But to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if I would have pulled these out for a while longer. I know I've been needing to and trying to do the inventory and getting to know my products that I have better. So this was such a wonderful opportunity. I want to thank you so much again for giving me this opportunity to do this. Please do not feel pressured to buy this book because I do not want to pressure you into buying anything. But whatever book you buy, whatever, let's see, medium you choose, whether it be these or something else, I really, I do wish you the best of coloring time. And then for everybody else, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully there's been something that you've learned. And by no means do I think I'm a professional. By no means do I think I'm that great at coloring. Though I do have a good time, I think we can all learn from each other. And that's the gloriousness of it all. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, I like that better. I do like happy bright colors, but sometimes happy bright colors just don't. Okay, yeah, I like that a little better. Kind of give it that little smokiness of being at the fire. Okay, well, I am going to try to piece this all together. I am going to take some of it out because the color choices at the beginning I might keep in, but through the rest of it, I'll kind of cut that out a little bit. I'll probably play with that a little bit more tomorrow, but for a fast, well, it's not fast color along. This was fun. I had a really good time. I hope you guys did too, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.